So I normally would get my vehicle inspected on a 2-year cycle. Of course, when it's supposed to get inspected, I have it in my calendar, all kind of things, right? But I went through some technical difficulties last year with my vehicle because my dog was biting up all the wires underneath the van, and I'd get an accident. So they were like right around the time when I was supposed to go and get inspected, the vehicle was not inspection ready because I had to fix everything. So I tell myself, all right, cool, I'll fix up everything, I'll get everything done, and then I'll go and get inspected by the end of 2025, and everything will be okay. So long story short, due to my procrastination and not dealing with the things I had to deal with, because as a teacher, when school going on, it's just harder to do things. As usually, I had to wait for vacation time.
So
I end up,
so it wasn't just one of them lawless people that are talking about.
If I used to serially do it for like years and years and years, then I would have said lawless. But no, I was always trying to make sure my inspection was done on time.
Like I understand. Like
yeah,
I really understand that because licensing officers are paying to deal with, and sometimes it's be like if like you had to go to the dentist to pull out a teeth. That would just be so. Sometimes it's avoid it. Like I just get toothache every now and again, and instead of going by the dentist, I just gargle some warm salt water and just go away, and it's like okay.
Well, yeah, no, nobody vexed with you there at all.
So
no,
that's I
understand you totally.
With licensing office.
So while sitting down there for 8 hours, because I could tell the whole story, but we'll spend all the time talking about it. I got there very, very early. This is not licensing office itself. This is a private institution that is licensed to inspect vehicles. I noticed a few things, but let me start off with the website, right? You remember the time we went through this website where you put in your license plate number and your engine number or whatever it is, and it would show you all the information, right? If you actually go to this website, take the information from your certified copy, put it inside there, it will give you a proper breakdown of everything to do with your vehicle. All the information about when it was transferred, if it was transferred, when it was licensed, year of manufacture. Well, they used to have the demerit points, but they don't have the demerit points. But it's showing your tickets and all them kind of things, right? As far as I saw recently, I don't know if it changed. I don't know if they updated it. But when I went to get my vehicle inspected, the first thing that had happened before I could even pay is I had to give them my original certified copy. And then they put in the information on the website, the same website, and then they double check to make sure that my ID and everything was matching up to it because the vehicle was in the system. You remember the time when they were trying to put all the vehicles in the system and they were fumbling it really badly, and some vehicles were in the system and some vehicles were not in the system? Yeah. You remember that? Well, I don't know, Michaela, you probably wouldn't remember that. When they were trying to digitize licensing office.
Nah, my vehicle new. Don't need to get inspected.
Yeah, that would have been like 2014, 15, 16, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I would have been like 13 at that point.
Alright, that was I was saying, yeah, they were trying to digitize licensing office, and they used to have certified copies on paper, and they wrote on your certified copy, and the first thing that they were trying to do was giving you a printed certified copy. And we drag them, and we say, this if they could only get this database done properly and thing. I personally feel that the database is proper now based on what I saw. And that is it kind of made me happy, because let me tell you why. First of all, the person that was inspecting, they had stuck up on the wall the picture of the person, the time period that they licensed to be inspecting any vehicles, a seal from the licensing office, and some sort of number, like an inspection number. You can clearly see it's a digital number for something to say that they registered in the system. So that means the people who are inspecting the vehicle, they have a digital system to say who is inspecting it. Then, when they were inspecting the vehicle, my boy was using a tablet. It wasn't a clipboard with a sheet of paper where you had to tick off everything like before. It was a tablet. He was tapping all the things that he had to do. Every time he checked something, he went back to the tablet and he did whatever he had to do. And then at the end of the whole process, they had to roll back your vehicle and take a picture of it from the front view. And I saw him click save and upload. And then they go to the back and then you get a printed copy with there's like a mail merge where they have all the information inside, like it was merged, and they have the exact date and time that it was inspected, the name of the inspection station, and the person who inspected it, which means that digital system, that database was updating in real time. And I believe if I go and check, I didn't check since I got inspected, but if I check, I'll be able to see that all that information, and all of that information is tied into the ticketing system too. So if you have pending tickets or whatnot, you should see that on the website also. And to me, that's a proper IT system there. That is what I saw. That is what I feel. So I'm kind of happy that it exists, and we're not just going through this exercise of inspection and tickets and all those kind of things to end up in a problem where you don't have any proper records or digitization of it to make things more efficient. Aside from the fact that it should be more efficient, but the large rush that are going on right now would be a big problem for anybody. But let's say July, August, I go to a licensing office to get a new certified copy. They should be able to just print out one for me, and that would be good. I feel.
Come back in 3 days.
No, that one machine that printing it out.
Same day?
Yeah.
Like now, can I talk to somebody?
No, not right now. Not right now. Right now, with the amount of rush that I'd have, no.
I talked to somebody before all the rush, and I was like, yeah, tell them come back in 3 days or something.
In Caroni or Port of Spain?
No, not Caroni, I think.
Okay, I think the one in Port of Spain was working as far as I heard.
Same day? Okay. Now it's working, but there's like come back for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you get same day now.
From a progress perspective, I want to highlight that as a good thing, boy. Good that. Yeah. And but Michaela, your car new, so it had inspect for like 5 years.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's 3 years. I don't know if it's 5 years. And
nice, everybody's
everybody's saying
5
it's either 3 years or 5 years.
Of the manufacture date, not the license date.
So, all right. Let me say, hypothetically speaking, somebody had a vehicle and they sell it to somebody, but they didn't transfer it as yet. And that person got a ticket. Who had to pay that ticket?
It depends on the type of ticket. So if it's a ticket for the wrong engine number or anything of that sort that has to do with the transfer or the actual ownership of the vehicle, then the owner will get the ticket. But if it's a blown light bulb or anything like that, the driver.
Okay.
Because the driver is responsible for the car being used on the road at that point in time, but the owner is responsible for the engine and the some of the other things that I can't remember what you'll get charged for. But let me say they put in the e-ticketing, the automatic ticketing camera thing, right? Everything will just go straight to the owner, the address of the owner. And it'll be put on them. Because there's no way to check who was driving at the point in time. So, in the end, everything going to go to the owner. But right now, they can still charge the driver.
Okay.
Which I am happy exists. Because all them people who don't want to transfer the vehicle or don't transfer it properly, like, you should really transfer the vehicle. Granted that it's really difficult to transfer a vehicle because you have to get inspected before you transfer it, right?
Yeah.
And if the vehicle not roadworthy before you transfer it, that's kind of messed up because now you're going to sell the vehicle to somebody else and tell them that they have to fix it up before they can transfer it because they bought it as is. And you can't get the transfer done until you go and fix all the things that wrong with the vehicle that the owner never told you existed. Which, it's not cool, but in the end, it should be better for the vehicles on the road, aside from the money-making part of it. I don't know. Yeah. But even the ticketing machine, it's like a point of sale machine. They'll be like, you put any license information, you put any person and put any car, and then it printing out everything, all the particulars very clearly laid out. So that online system, I think that makes me feel happy. And the good thing is, it wouldn't have been this administration that put it in place. It would have been there from before. It's just that they now enforce it or activate it or something like that. I ain't too sure. The demerit system, however, I still want to know why the demerit system was scrapped, and I think the only reason I could think of is it costs money.
It's still there for like 2 or 3 offenses. Like
you serious?
Yeah, they're for like driving under the influence and like reckless driving or something. It's still there for those 2 or 3 the criminal offenses. It's still there for it.
Oh, I did not know that.
It's in the fine print.
Wait now, Michaela, you knew that you could still get the demerit points?
Yeah.
No.
Check it.
Demerit points too.
The only thing I was the only view that I have of this, aside from the technical part that we just spoke about, is that the demerit system was actually the best deterrent that you could get, because whether you can pay a fine or not, you could still get punished for, like, people who rich now and they could be like, nah, I'll just pay the fine. They could still get shafted because of the demerit system. But you see it, like, did your Google search?
I'll check in it.
Return anything? I'm not too sure. So, what was going to ask you about, Michaela? Right, so because your vehicle new, you won't know the first time you have to go and get inspected unless you check the year that your vehicle was manufactured. You have the certified copy, you have to go and check it, and you have to be like, okay, you have to start to go and get inspected from this year or from that year, whatever it is. I wish it had something that would email you.
Sure, Dad.
No, okay.
The closest possible solution I could think of is like asking my dealership directly to email me, like, next time I have a service that's close to when I should be getting my vehicle inspected, to just let me know that, hey, it's time to get vehicle inspected. Like, that's the closest thing I could think of.
But, okay, hear me out. Do you think that licensing office, since they have the data of when your vehicle is, like, for the vehicles that have been inspected or last inspected, this should be... Wait, you had to put in your email address? Do you put in your email address, boy? I can't remember if you had to put in your email address, you know. Oh, yes, well, no. When you make an appointment, you do put in your email address.
I think it depends, because the place where my parents get their cars inspected, the place will call you like every 2 or 3 or like how many ever years is the thing. They'll call you and be like, hey, you need to come get your vehicle inspected. Right,
that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't mind if I could get an email from the licensing office saying your vehicle is due for inspection within the next 3 months. Please remember that you need to do blah 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 and that. Yeah, you could go to last time you went to this inspection station, because now that I have data that is correct, then the possibilities of using that data to do more useful things would be good. And this is what digital systems supposed to be able to do, not just collect all the data and hold it and be accurate. We could now take the data and do much more reasonable things, and that'll be more hope that the data that we collect from this would be able to help the population and show that technology actually does something besides taking money or collect the information. Oh gosh, there's a Facebook post the man sent me. Yes. All right, that's now. There will remain 6 criminal driving offenses under the driving. Okay. But it didn't say anything about demerit. It said anything about demerit inside it?
Yeah,
just now. Which paragraph? Just now. It now loading because Guardian tell me about my ad blocker.
Majority.
Which paragraph? Okay, I'll just search for the word demerit. Okay, all right. Speaking of the Cabinet Media Briefing, there are 99 violations under the Act, 69 of which carry demerit points, 63 for non-criminal violations, and 6 for criminal offences. The new order will remove the demerit points from all but a few offences. Okay, all right, well, the demerit point system still exists. Great. Well, then, I'm glad. No further questions. Nothing needs to be said again.
So is driving while disqualified driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever. Failure to provide a specimen that is a breathalyzer, and careless driving.
So why they make it sound like the demerit system gets scrapped forward?
It's politics.
That wildness, that's wildness. It does, yeah. That again. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Good to know. Now, let's talk about McKellar's favorite AI, Grok.